here. countryhomeandheart.net is my website. Well, tomorrow is Sunday, and I usually like to make something with our Sunday dinner that's a little bit sweet, some kind of a little dessert or something. And so today I'm going to be making a chocolate chip cheesecake, and that we're not going to eat that till tomorrow, but because it does have to sit in the refrigerator overnight. But this one is a little special because this one is reduced calorie and carbohydrate. So it will fit in well with most weight loss programs, and it won't totally devastate your diet. It has 195 calories for 1/12 of a cake serving and 7 net carbs, where regular chocolate chip cheesecake has 567 calories for the same size serving. So we're going to do this one, and that way I can have this and it won't ruin everything that I've done all week long. And it's very good. You can't really, I've made this before and I couldn't really tell the difference between it and the really fattening one. So what I had done was I had kind of revamped my regular cheesecake recipe into this lower carb and lower calorie version. So we're going to get this started. Now what I've done is I've taken a 9-inch springform pan, and I have coated it with cooking spray, and I put some parchment paper in the bottom of it, and I sprayed that with cooking spray as well, because we definitely don't want this to stick. And I have my oven preheating to 325 degrees. So we're going to go ahead and start the crust part of this. So now this is 1 cup of Carbquick. This is a low-carb baking mix, and I actually ordered that on Amazon.com because I couldn't find it in the stores. But you can use any reduced carb baking mix that you like. So we're going to use that one. And you can see it's not different, really any different from the other one in looks, so in texture. Okay, and then to that 1 cup of baking mix, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of unsweetened cocoa. Put that right in there. And I'm just going to take a fork and get that started mixing together. Just like that, and kind of get as many of those lumps out of there as I can. Now, if you are not really on a low-carb program where you're just maybe reducing calories or something like that, you can also, for this crust, use crushed chocolate-flavored graham crackers, and that will work just as well. And it will also keep the calorie count down. Not sure by how much, or if as much as this does, but it will definitely keep your calorie count down, and you can use it rather than the low-carb baking mix if you're not watching carbohydrates. Okay, and this is 1/4 of a cup Splenda brown sugar blend. You could use any kind of brown sugar blend that you wanted to. I usually use the Splenda. It's a little bit less money than some of the other ones, and it does just as good. So I'm just going to take my fork and again kind of mix that in, get that started. And the last thing that I'm going to add to this is 6 tablespoons of melted butter. I'm just going to pour that right in. Now I'm going to take my fork and get this mixed together. Really good. And just keep mixing this until I get it so that I can press it into that pan over there. But this is what's going to be our crust. Okay, and we're getting there. Takes a little bit of effort to get that mixed, but we can do it. Okay, and make sure we got all the baking mix dissolved and everything in there. when I revamped this recipe, I was really surprised at how good this was. I did not expect it to turn out. Now, it's not 100% sugar-free, but it is very reduced sugar, as you will see when we start the filling to this. Okay, and you see I have that mixed together, so I'm just going to start putting this into the pan. And we're just going to press that right into the pan. And I'm just going to start this with my fingers. So we want to press this into the pan and kind of up the sides a little bit. Just a little bit. It doesn't have to go all the way up the sides, but just a little. Okay, let me bring this over. I don't think you can see this real good. I think my eyes kind of slid the other way there. Didn't see that, but there we go. Okay, so we're getting this mashed in. And like I say, we don't need to go all the way up the sides, but I just kind of like to start pushing it up the sides a little bit so we have that little bit of crust on the sides as well. Okay. And that is coming really good. Alright, okay, and there we have it. So I am going to bake this in a 325-degree oven for just about 15 to 20 minutes, just till that gets done. And when I get this done, we're going to cool it, and when it gets completely cooled, I'll be back to show you how we're going to make the filling. Be back soon. Okay, I'm back, and my crust is out of the oven, and there it is, and it is cooled down to room temperature, so we're going to be able to make the filling to go in this. So let me turn you down so you can see what I'm doing. I'll bring that a little closer to you. There we go. Okay, and so into my mixing bowl, I'm going to add 3 8-ounce packages of cream cheese that's been softened to room temperature. Had this sitting out a little while, so it's pretty good shape. And we're just going to put those right in. And there's the third one. Whoops. Okay, let's scrape that off with a spatula. Okay, and then to that, I'm going to add 3/4 of a cup of Splenda. That's what I'm using. Now you can use any artificial sweetener you like, as long as it has the same measurement that sugar does, so that you can get an accurate measurement. And so we put in the 3/4 of a cup of Splenda, and then I'm going to put 1/4 of a cup of sugar. So you can see that it does have a reduced amount of sugar in it as opposed to regular cheesecake. Okay, and then to that, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And I use a pure vanilla extract. I don't much care for the imitations, but whatever you have is fine. Okay. Whoops. That was an accident. There we go. Just trying to lock it down. So we're just going to mix this until it's smooth. going to scrape this down a little bit. Okay, I'm going to continue mixing this. There's my oven up to temperature. I was preheating my oven back again to 325 degrees. Okay, and that looks like we've got that pretty smooth. Let me turn this up so you can see. See, that looks like we have that pretty smooth. Might beat that just a few minutes more as soon as I make sure I have it all scraped off. Let's just beat that a little bit longer, just to make sure. Alright, that looks pretty good. So I'm going to move you up just a little bit more. I don't think you can see really well. There, that looks better. Okay, now this is 3 eggs that I have beaten, and I'm just going to pour those eggs in. And now we're going to beat those in, so hold on just 1 second. It might get a little noisy. Scrape that down a little bit and scrape the bottom and make sure that I have everything incorporated. The smells really good too. Wish you could smell it. Okay, just a little bit more. I just want to make sure I get that egg all incorporated. Alright. Okay, I'm going to take my beater off and just make sure I get all this scraped off of it, because we don't want to lose any of this cheesecake. It is really, really good. Okay, just stir that a little bit. It looks good. Okay, and the last thing I'm going to add is 1 cup. This is sugar-free chocolate chips. It's the Hershey brand. There's several different other brands in the store that you can get. This one's a little less expensive, and I found this really, it's very good. They're hard to tell. They're really hard to tell from regular chocolate chips. So we're just going to dump those in. That's 1 cup. And just dump that right into our batter. Okay, and we're just going to stir that together. Bless you. You going to sleep over there? Yeah. Okay. He's going to help me taste of this tomorrow, whether he knows it or not. Okay, I'm going to bring my crust over. And we're just going to pour that right in. Almost there. Okay, and I'm just going to spread this out evenly. And now we're going to bake this at 325 degrees for 55 minutes until this is set. And then when it gets set, we're going to take it out of the oven, and it's going to cool. Let me bring you back up. Okay, and it's going to cool for about 10 minutes in the pan. Then we're going to take a knife and loosen the edges and pull the spring form off, and then it's going to sit there another hour before I put it in the refrigerator overnight. And so we'll actually have this tomorrow for our dinner. So when this comes out of the oven and I'm ready to take the ring off of it and let it finish cooling, we'll be back. Okay, I'm back, and my cheesecake is out of the oven, and it is cooled 10 minutes in the pan. And so I'm going to loosen it and take the ring off of it. And let me turn you down here so you can see. Okay, there it is. All right. Okay, now I'm just going to take a knife, and we're just going to go around the edges of this. A lot of it has pulled away from the edges anyway, but we're just going to make sure that I have this all loosened before I take this ring off. So just going all the way around the edge. Okay. Alright, and there is my latch for my ring. So I'm just going to flip that open and loosen that off, and there it is. Okay, so what we're going to do, let me turn you up a little bit. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let it sit here for a good hour and get pretty close to room temperature, and then I'm going to wrap it in plastic wrap and put it in the refrigerator, and it will stay there overnight, and we will taste of it tomorrow and let you see how it came out. So, alright, we'll talk to you later. Well, we're back, and we went to church this morning, and I came home and I fixed chicken and dumplings for lunch. And we just finished that, so we decided it is time to try that cheesecake. So I brought my husband in on this one. I'm going to let him try it with us. So hold on just a minute. I'm going to go get mine. Okay, and I'm going to bring this up a little bit because I want you to see it. You can see those chocolate chips and the crust and everything. It came out really good looking, so let's see how it tastes anyway. So. Okay, you ready to take a bite?
Okay, here we go.
You gotta say hi to everybody first.
Hello, everybody. Here I am. I want to go on this camera. I declare. How about that?
Okay, let's get a bite.
Okay, here we go. You ready?
Yep. What you think about it?
I'm gonna say the rest of it mine.
If you want it.
Oh.
But let me ask you this. If you were to be a guest in someone's home and they served you this, would you realize that you were eating actually eating a diet cheesecake?
No, not at all.
It doesn't have that taste, does it? It really doesn't. Okay, y'all. Well,
That's
we're gonna finish our cheesecake then.
I am. Whether she does or not, I don't know.
Okay.
I might get hers.
Yeah, he might. He might. I would not sit too close to him. But okay, so we're going to go ahead and finish our cheesecake, and I thank you for watching. I'm going to be listing the ingredients in the description below. And so if you want to try this cheesecake, you can. Okay, and thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.